1 second. Test. Sorry. Dang it. What's up, everyone? YouTube and Twitch, what's going on? Please bear with me. I'm setting up. Hang out with this puppet. I'll be right back. Oh, crap. Great, I'm already messing up. Oh, 1 second. Oh, you can't even hear me? Just bear with me. I'm setting up here. Trying to get the music to come through. Okay. Test. I guess it's probably as good as it's gonna get. I'll let me kick my dog out of here. Weez, get out of here. Okay, cool. Okie dokie, almost done. All right. Okay, I think we're good. All right. Check my emails. Like Strong Dad. You guys remember Strong Dad? Some people are probably too young for that. I'm trying to use a headset, so if that's why you hear all that bumping around, that's why. Sorry. Maybe I should change that. Okay, cool. Alright guys, what's up? It's me, your homeboy. I didn't mean to say homeboy. It's me, your boy, Zone Walker. That was silly. Yep, it's me, your boy, Zone Walker, and welcome to another fun Wednesday of Java tutorials. What does that mean? Well, I'm basically, I guess, going over the fundamentals of Java for anyone that's interested. And I'm gonna tell you right now that learning Java is an excellent step towards starting your career as a software developer. I say that because that's exactly how I got started. So if anyone's interested in ever picking that up, if you want to follow through, then, or I mean follow, you know, what we're doing, then you'll probably learn something valuable, or not. It's up to you. So what am I doing right now? Right now I'm in a program called Spring Boot. Okay, this is called Spring Boot. What the heck? I don't even remember making this class. Anyways, so yeah, I'm in a program called Spring Boot, and it's actually an extension of Eclipse, which is a popular IDE for something like Java. Spring Boot is popular for building what you would call enterprise apps, or SPAs. Single page applications. Sorry, I heard something. Yeah, single page applications, which is really big these days. So I'm doing this for anyone interested in learning that stuff, and then I'm also doing it for myself because it's just always good to you know, go over this stuff. So last time, what I did, hold on one second. Hey JJ! Hey, you can change that if you want. Anyhow. So I'm going over the fundamentals of Java, and what I can show you are the very basics. You know, if you want to take it and, you know, extend your journey and go further than that, then you can. Last time what I covered was variables. Okay, it's like a key thing that you should know when you're working with any type of programming language ever. Java is an object-oriented programming language. What does that mean? Well, that means that everything is based off of objects. What is an object? An object is an instance of a class, like right here, zoo. This is what you call a parent class. Okay, so variables inside of this class, these are also known as properties. But this is a parent class. An animal. An animal has weight. An animal makes a sound. Well, most animals do. And then most animals have some sort of name. And so I talked about the 4 pillars of Java last time. You have your inheritance, abstraction, encapsulation, and polymorphism. Inheritance in Java is represented by the extends keyword. Inheritance means something is a child of something else. So a dog is an animal. A dog is a child of the animal class. With that being said, a dog will inherit the properties of its parent. Okay. So you don't see weight, sound, and name on the dog object itself. These are parameters for a constructor that I put in here. A constructor is what you use to create objects in Java. Okay. And then, yeah. So this is another constructor. This is known as a default constructor. If you specify a constructor, if you specify a constructor that has parameters in it, and you don't provide what is known as a default constructor, which is an empty one, then you may run into some problems if you're trying to create objects. What? Okay, cool. Anyways, so yeah, weight, sound, name, that's all inside of the animal class, and then the child inherits these properties. Okay? The same for the cat. We created a cat object too. And so in the zoo class, I created objects based off of those classes. Okay, so I have a dog, I have a cat, and I have an animal here. Okay, they are all type animal. Okay, but you should know that an animal is not a cat. An animal is not a dog. Okay, an animal a parent class cannot be the variable holder for a child class, if that makes any sense. Okay, and then here I have a list. A list is a collection in Java. It has an underlying array. That's another topic I'll go over with you some other time. Collections are a lot. In fact, I may actually just tell you to go look that up on your own. If you can learn data structures and algorithms, then you're well on your way to getting started. Okay? But a list is exactly what it sounds like. It holds a certain number of elements of type animal. Okay? And here, I don't think I made a speak method for the animal. Maybe I did. Let me check. Oh, I did. So, the animal class has its own speak method, right? So it has its own speak method. So another pillar that we're dealing with here is polymorphism. Okay, so speak is overwriting what is happening in the animal class. Like, we're calling the same method with the exact same name, but we're overriding the parent class's implementation with the child classes. Okay, this will override the parent class, and not the other way around. Yeah. Now, also in the last video that I did, I ran into a fun little topic that I didn't want to talk about until now, and that's scope. Okay. Meaning, my variables here, amount, like integer amount, this is within the scope of the main method. Okay. It's only within this method's scope, so it's local. All right. If I want it to be global, okay, so we'll do int amount. Right. This is now a global variable, or a class variable. Okay. Now, in order to use, you can't simply just call this. If I tried to run this, this would probably give me an error, right? So if I took away the identifier here, we would get an error, okay? Because you're trying to make a static reference to something that isn't static. All right, that basically word for word what this just says. But basically, I'm not able to access this thing because it belongs to a zoo object. And you're probably like, well, we're in the zoo class. Why can't we just call it? Because you can't. You just can't. All right, you have to instantiate an object of the zoo class in order to use this. In order to use this variable. Sorry, my dog's trying to get in here. So, what do I mean by doing that? If I want to use the class variable, we need an instance of this class. So we're gonna say zoo this zoo equals new zoo. And I don't think I don't even have a constructor defined, so I don't need to do anything with that. So yeah, so here we have a zoo object right here. Okay, so all you got to do is say this zoo, and then you use the dot operator. Dot amount is equal to animals dot size. Okay. So I just changed the scope of this variable, and I did a whole bunch of stuff just now. I'm gonna have to actually adjust it up here also for this list, right? This list should actually be up here. Animals. And now you see the error popped up again. That's just because we're trying to call a class variable, but we don't have an object or an instance of that class. Okay, so what I actually want to do is put this at the top. Right. Yeah, we got to put this at the top. So at the front of every single instance that we use the class variables, we got to have the object identifier in front of it. Okay, just like that. You see the errors start to go away. Yeah. Same for the assignment. So there, all our errors are gone, and this should work just fine now. Yeah. Because now we are trying to manipulate the actual class variable of this zoo object. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, so that's exactly what we're doing there. So if I run this code, okay, we should see the right stuff print out. And there you go. The dog's name is Scooby, okay, Scooby, and it likes to woof, okay. And then the cat's name is Beerus, and the cat likes to say meow. And Snaky is trying to say hiss. Okay, why is this different? Well, in the parent class, we're saying something completely different. Okay, I did that on purpose. Excuse me. I don't have COVID. I've been vaccinated twice. But you know, as we've come to learn, that doesn't mean shit. You can still get it. That's why I think everything the government says is just total nonsense. I mean, that's not why. That's just one good reason. So, yep, that's how that works. Okay. So I just gave you a good review of objects and variables, and scope. Okay. I told you about inheritance and polymorphism and the fact that we can override. We can also overload methods that originally came from the parent class. Okay? And in Java, you should use the at override annotation. I'm sorry. You don't have to do that. Just kidding. But you know, just for fun, why don't we do that? That's it. You don't have to do this, but it's just nice to have all those little checks. You know, just making sure I still get all the same stuff. Yeah. Okay. Polymorphism means many forms. In case anybody wants me to simplify that for them. Okay. So. Yeah. No, I really don't. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Seriously, before I became a software developer, I was working as a nurse, and they forced me to. Not only did I have to get tested every single motherfucking day, I had to get the vaccine. I had to get 2 boosters. So I wish I could make some food. Well, I just ate, so I don't need to. But anyhow, yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. They were shoving a Q-tip into my brain every single day before I had to start working. And you know, as a nurse, like, it's already hell. I don't care what any nurse tells you. It's fucking hell. That's precisely why I stopped doing that. Okay. It's insane. You already take all kinds of abuse, and then you're gonna tell me I'm gonna shove that thing in my brain every day? No, I don't think so. So, anyhow, I'm getting off track here. So I told you about polymorphism. Hey, you're lucky, bro. You're lucky. Yeah. Nah, man, you're good. Good for you. I'm happy for you. I hope you never have to go through that. That shit was whack. That was whack. But it's all good, you know? Life is all about resistance. Life is all about resistance. And how you push through resistance. Yeah, not only does it look weird, it freaking hurts. Freaking hurts. Yeah. Having to do that and be responsible for all these drugs and stuff, like, I'm surprised I never broke bad or nothing. But good for you, man. I hope you don't ever have to go through that. So, where was I? What I want to talk to you about today is interfaces. Okay? interfaces was something that I just couldn't like understand for the longest time. Dude, you have no idea, man. I mean, well, yeah, it fucking sucked. It fucking sucked. I laugh when I think about it. You know? But, okay, I'll just finish my rant on that. At the peak of COVID, I used to work as a psychological nurse, and what does that mean? That means that in the hospital, I was responsible for looking after the fucking nutcases. So, yeah, I was responsible for the nutcases. I'm, I guess, a decent sized guy. I'm like 5'9", and I weigh literally like 190. Why do I bring that up? Because they always hired me to look after the fucking nut jobs, and I had to wrestle people and get them transported to prison or another hospital. It was just freaking oof. If you're a man, okay? If you are a male, I'm just gonna tell you that my opinion is that being a nurse is not the winning strategy. Okay? Just do what you love. Do what you love and keep doing that. And then you'll find something. Yeah, I'd rather be a boxer in the ring getting punched for a living than doing that again. But then I probably sound extremely ignorant right now. But thanks for asking, dude. Thanks for asking. It's good to talk about that. So interfaces. Okay, what is an interface? If you can grasp the concept of something like an interface and the 4 pillars of object-oriented programming, then you are well on your way to getting a job as a software developer. And I bring this up because, you know, we're talking about the nursing thing. I suffered so hard just trying to learn this stuff, being able to pay the bills, and then also fight my way into the industry and somehow land a job. You know, if I knew this stuff when I was younger, I'd be a millionaire by now. So if you're a young kid and you're watching this, you should take it and run. If you like coding, with this you can build apps, you can build web pages, you can build video games, which is something I love to do. In fact, I'm going to be releasing a game in January, okay? So pay attention to that. It's going to be called Little Tubers. If you guys are around after this, I will show you Twitch and YouTube land. But you can also look it up. Anyhow, what's going on Twitch? Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm releasing a game, dude. Here, I'll give you a. Let me get you a link here. Yeah, let me get you a link. You can watch this. But yep, I'm planning to release this game. It's going to be completely free. Okay, you can download it. You can do whatever you want. Check it out. I'm also going to give away the code, so if anybody wants to figure out how that works, I'm going to prove to the world that I know how to do this. So, let me get you that here. Yeah, man. It was a journey. Like I said, it's going to be free. Won't cost you a thing. You can check it out. I'd love to get some feedback on it. So I just on Twitch I just pasted a link to it. If you're on YouTube, and you're following my channel and you're following the stream, you know where to find it. So yeah, back to thank you, Joe. You're the man. You're a beast. Love you. Okay, so back to interfaces. This is a really interesting concept. An interface. What an interface is it's like a contract. It's like, it really pissed me off when people called it that, because that didn't help me understand it at all. What an interface is a way for every, classes of different types to share the same functionality or similar functionality Like, if I have a sword and I swing it at an enemy and the enemy takes damage, okay, that's a function I'm probably gonna want to share with something like, you know, like a sign in The Legend of Zelda. You know, those things aren't enemies, but they take damage, right? And something like that is accomplished through the use of an interface, okay? So let me show you how that works real quick. Now, the animal class here does not implement any kind of interface, okay? And I don't want it to. I'm going to keep it separate. I'm only going to attach it to, let's just attach to the dog and the cat, okay? But first I need an interface, so let's create one. Whoops. We want an interface. Let's see. Shoot, I don't even know what we're gonna call it. Let's call it eat. We'll call it eats. Okay, both the cat and the dog eat, but not every animal eats. That's probably completely false. I'm sure they all eat. What's going on Twitch? On mobile? Nah. Nah, sorry, it's not gonna be on mobile. But it will be on PC. All you gotta do is just log into Steam when I put it up there and download it. I don't have the resources to put it on an iPhone at the moment. Yeah, so. And if I can figure out how to get it on Mac, I'll do that too. Yeah? What do you have? Just so I have an idea. What do you have? You have a Mac? You only have a... Yeah? Appreciate it. You know, I eventually could put it on mobile. It would just take a little bit of setup for me. True. You know what? For you, bro, I'm gonna figure it out. I mean, I know how to do it. It's just it'll take some setup. So, what kind of phone you got? Android phone? Well, Android is very easy to put it up there, so that's probably what I'll do. When it comes to Apple and iPhone, there's so many freaking... Oh, yeah. There you go. Well, that's... We'll see. We'll see. I'll have to figure out the licensing and stuff. Like, Apple makes you pay a good amount of money just to put it on the iPhone. Good amount. I think it's like $100, which is not terrible, but I really don't plan to sell this game at all, so it's kind of hard, you know, trying to justify spending more money than what I'm gonna make. But that's cool. Hey, man, you're the man. Okay, like, thank you for asking, and I'll see what I can do. But if you can't get to a PC, yeah. Appreciate it, bro. Alright, so I'm creating an interface here. Okay? I don't want it in there. Let's create a new package, actually. Let's call it com.interfaces. Not that nonsense. Yeah, Joe, appreciate it, dude. Let me know, man. I will get you some extra stuff when you do get your PC. I'll help you out. Com.interfaces. Okay, so that's the package, and I want to put this interface in here. Did you guys know about the Elden Ring update, by the way? You guys play Elden Ring? Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm a huge I honestly think Elden Ring is too easy. I've beaten it like, shoot, literally 20 times. Anyhow, okay, so I got the interface eats here. Now, when it comes to an interface, you don't do implementation, okay? So what do I mean by that? We're gonna do something called void take damage, okay? Just kidding. No, that's not what I meant. Eat food. And then it'll take it a string and it'll be food. Okay? Now, when an interface, you don't provide implementation. You simply declare a method, and if it needs parameters, you put them in there. And this is all a part of abstraction. Yeah, that's right. No, it's not. Just kidding. Dang, 12 times? Yeah, man. I've literally beaten it like... Jesus. More than... Yeah, at least 15 times by now. Yeah. I think I've made like every build I can think of. But they just released the PvP update, and there's this nice giant arena now. 3-on-3 battles, and you can summon your spirits. I don't know if it works on 3-on-3. I haven't played it yet, but I'll be streaming on here when I get into those badges. The fastest? Shoot. I'm not a speedrunner. The fastest I've beaten the game is probably a week. Yeah, I'm not a speedrunner at all. I like to take my time and enjoy things. Yeah, a week. And I've made like every single build I can think of. My best build is a pure casting build. I have a guy who only casts spells, but I also have weapons that only scale off of intelligence. No way. 6 hours? I hope you recorded that. Jesus. That's crazy. How is that even possible? Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, melee builds. Bastards. Yeah, my favorite build is a pure casting build, but I have 2 rapiers that scale off intelligence. So he's actually like really good. He's actually really good in close quarters combat, except if the motherfucker has a whole ton of poise and a giant weapon. Yeah, then I have to play the distance game. But that's cool. That's half the fun. And now you can summon, right? You can summon in PvP matches now. So, you know, tips for magic builds. Yeah. Well, for my guy, what I like, I mean, it depends on how you're trying to play. If you're trying to play against the game, you know, it's a different type of build. If you're trying to be good at PvP, it's a different type of build. For Magic, if you want to be good against the game, you should be using weapons that scale off your intelligence. I use 2 rapiers. One has the carrion glint blades on it, and then the other one has carrion grandeur. Those are both Ashes of War that are ridiculous. The Moonveil Katana, that's a really good magic build weapon. But, you know, when it comes to magic, the cornerstone of that is the freaking staff, right? When it comes to intelligence builds. Yeah, the staff. And if you want to also have good abilities when it comes to faith, getting to like level 50 in faith. My guy's 50 in faith and 70 in intelligence, and that's my best way of staying balanced against the game. Yeah. So the staff that you're gonna want is Renala's staff. Yeah, you're gonna want Renala's staff because it has that Ash of War, the spinning weapon Ash of War. It's the only staff that has it, that comes with it. So in order to get that, you have to kill Renala and use her Great Rune or whatever at the round table hold. Yeah, I freaking love Elden Ring. I keep talking about it. You'll want certain spells. I like spells that track people, so I use the Death Rancor. That's a really good spell. I use the Frozen Moon. I don't even use those, dude. I don't even use them. I'm too good for that. That's probably why I can't beat the game in 6 hours. Oh, the Moonlight Greatsword also. They've buffed that weapon so well. The Moonlight Great. I mean, I've demolished bosses without even needing the Great Runes. I've never used them, you know? It's just too much of a hassle. Like, I gotta climb a fucking tower just to get a power up. Like, I'm good. I hear some of them help a lot. Yeah. Okay, so this is an interface here. All right. In Java, you can only interfaces are great because in Java you can only extend from one class. Some coding languages will let you inherit from a ton of different classes, but not in Java. It's not possible. Yeah, you're telling me, dude. Like in life, I already gotta climb, you know, to get anything in life. Now I gotta do that nonsense in the game just to get a power up that's not even that great. Like, I'm good. I don't need great runes. But if you're a speedrunner, then I can see why it's beneficial. So yeah. So I have my cat class here. All right. I don't want the animal class to have the eat method. But so the way that works in Java, god damn it, no, get out of here. So the way that works in Java, you use the implements keyword. Okay. You can only inherit from one class, but you can implement as many interfaces as you want. So that's how Java handles multiple inheritance. Damn it. Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Java does not support multiple inheritance, but you are allowed to implement as many interfaces as you want. And the interface that we created is eats. Yeah, eats. Okay. Now I'm going to get an error. Yeah, I'm getting an error because eats has an unimplemented method inside of it. Okay, and what do I mean by that? If I go into my eats interface here, okay, and I'm implementing this interface, so this is a contract, okay. Now that I think about it, when people used to tell me this is a contract, now I understand. You have to implement this, okay. You are contractually obligated to implement this method right here. Yeah. So I'm trying to implement it, but I don't have the eat food method yet in my cat class. Okay. So my lazy self likes to just hover over the error, and if there's a quick fix for it, I'll just click on that, and then boom. Without writing too much, this is the eat food method, and it already put the override implementation here because through polymorphism, we are overriding this class. So polymorphism, not abstraction. That's not what I meant. Abstraction is something completely different. If you can grasp this concept and run with it, maybe build an application or two, I guarantee you'll probably find some work. And it's like proof to yourself, you are intelligent, you can figure something like this out. It just takes a little bit of effort. All right, so this is the eat food method, okay, and I'm overriding it here. But now if you're overriding from an interface, you absolutely have to have the same method signature or parameters, so to speak. Okay, so this method absolutely has to have a string of type food. It doesn't have to be called. No, it does have to be called food. And you cannot. I don't think you can overload these methods. I don't think you can. Can you? I don't think you can. Let me see. Int amount. Does that work? It does not work. You cannot overload an interface method. Okay. So I simply, for this, let's see, the cat. Let's just system. Okay, this is why I like Spring. I can do something like, you know, syso. I could just type that, and then it understands that I'm trying to call the print method. All right. I understand, Joe. Trust me, I understand. I thought it was really hard. Also, I'm kind of upset that Twitch doesn't save my old videos because I went over like the basics of, you know, if you watch this video from the beginning when it's up, I go over variables, scope, what's an object, what's a class. If you can understand those components, you can elevate yourself and you can get somewhere. Okay. I'll just, you know, what is an object? An object, this class, this is a class of type cat, okay? An object, okay, an object is an instance of that class, okay? We created this code up here, okay? You know what? In the description for this video, I will also share this code. I'll put up a public link to it so that you can see it and then play with it. Do whatever you want with it. I don't care. But this is the blueprint. A class is a blueprint. Okay? It's like the blueprint for a building. It's no different. So with that blueprint, okay, I'm creating a cat. Okay? A cat weighs 5 pounds maybe. It says meow and it has a name. All right? Yeah. And then, yeah. Now the cat. Okay, so this is called inheritance. The cat is a child of the animal class. Okay, the animal class is the parent that gave them the weight, that gave them the sound they make, that gave them the ability to have a name. Okay, and then I encourage you to look up what's a constructor so that you can create objects. I guarantee you, practice with this concept, try to understand it. You will understand it if you try hard enough. It doesn't take, you know, an incredible amount of effort. It just takes some time and playing around with to understand it. You will elevate yourself and become a software developer. And for me, it's the greatest thing in the world. Scratch. Isn't Scratch a... Hold on, let me think. Scratch is a game engine, isn't it? Isn't Scratch like for making like Flash games? Am I wrong? I don't know. Let me look that up. I'm actually curious. Scratch. Let's see that. We'll wrap up the interface thing here soon. My friends over in Twitch later are talking to me about Scratch. Well, there's just one guy, but that's cool. Good old Joe. Alright, so, why did I look up Twitch? What the hell? Scratch. What is Scratch? Scratch programming. What is that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. You know, it's funny you bring this up, Joe. Scratch. So I worked with something called Stencil when I was younger, and it's the same exact thing. It's like a visual way of programming, right? It's like putting Legos together, and it's a great way to visually understand the concept of object-oriented programming. So Scratch is excellent. That's a great way to get started. All you have to do, okay, Scratch, like underneath all of that is syntax, right? So if you can understand the syntax of a particular language, which right now I'm trying to teach you Java, it's the same thing. Like, instead of blocks, you're looking at blocks of, you know, words, right? In fact, inside of this method, this is actually called a block. Yeah. So Scratch is a great way to get started because I used a similar program called Stencilworks, and that was how I first learned anything about programming. Excellent way to get started. Actually, making video games is like the reason why a lot of our technology has advanced so far. So, fun fact. Exactly. Yeah. Instead of me using those blocks, you know, I'm creating my blocks myself, right? Like imagine this is a block, right? I'm creating methods, right? And I think, and let me see, let's look at the Scratch thing. I think you do variables in Scratch too, right? I'm looking at a picture of it. Yeah. Yeah. See, in Scratch, you create your variables, all right? And you use those variables to tell those blocks what to do. So, excellent way to get started. I'm proud of you for doing that. But that's exactly right. I'm just writing out the blocks, okay? I'm replacing them with words that are going to accomplish what I want the computer to do specifically. So if you can understand that and figure out the syntactical method of making it happen in whatever language, you'll find a job. And I'm doing it in Java, okay? Java, if you can learn Java, it's... I'm telling you, man, every company out there wants someone that knows Java, all right? This is the greatest starter language, and even outside of being a starter language, it's just an excellent language to know because it's so popular. It's always, you know, it's always supported, and yeah, blah, 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 blah. But you can ask me, man. You can ask me whatever you want. I'm happy to share it. Okay, so, however, in Scratch, I don't know how you would accomplish something like inheritance or abstraction. I think it's like I think Scratch handles a lot of that for you under the hood. So I'm teaching you concepts that, you know, will take your understanding even further. Yeah, Java it's like the foundation for a lot of the software that you use right now. So, yeah, if you have the time to make a project, if you have the time to make a project in Scratch, yeah, if you complete one little game, okay, then you're a software developer. All you have to do now is just elevate your understanding of different languages and try to create more complex things, more complex structures. And a game is a perfect way to get started. All right? But those drag and drop editors cannot help you understand something like abstraction, inheritance, encapsulation. I think you can do a little bit of object-oriented stuff, but I'm not certain. Yeah, dude, tell your mom. Tell your freaking mom. It's the truth. You're just a baby software developer. You just have to grow a little. So that's why I love those little drag and drop game editors. It's very cool. Very cool. Excellent way to get started. So, eats, right? We have an interface here. I want the cat to say, we're just gonna print out right now, yum, I'm a cat, and my space, plus, let's see, what is it, name, right, plus, wait, that doesn't make sense, and my name is space plus name, okay, plus, and I just ate some space plus, and then we have a parameter called food, so all I gotta do is, and it's a parameter of type string, so we're just gonna say food, not photo, food, okay. So that's what I want the cat to say. All right. I'm actually just gonna copy that. Yeah. Save that. No. What did you just do? What did you just do? I just did something stupid. Okay. What did I just do? I just did something really dumb. Oh, I need to save everything. That's probably what it is. There you go. Eclipse doesn't just save for you automatically. And for some reason my puppet is smiling. That's because my facial expressions are mapped to my keyboard. My numeric keyboard. So please stop smiling. Please stop smiling. He's still smiling. Okay. He's probably smiling again. Damn it. Alright. Let's see. So you made a game. You run away from a bad guy and he grabs you. That sounds awesome, dude. I'd like to see it. You should take a video of it and then let me see it. I'd love to check it out. Like, I think all of that stuff is just cool. Especially, like, hey, you know, I don't know how old you are, but if you're a kid, dude, like, if this interests you at all, get started now. Master this now, okay? Yeah, cool. Yeah, let me check that out. But yeah, if you're a young kid, I'm telling you, man, you'll be a millionaire by the time you grow up if this is something that you master, okay? If it interests you. If not, you know, do what you like. So, okay. So let me put that back there. What are you doing? No. Oh my goodness. That's great. I just got rid of all of that. Whatever. It's cool. So let's put that back, okay? Yum, I'm a cat and my name is space plus name plus space and I just ate some space plus food. And then, you know, why not? Let's just throw a period at the end, okay? Technology stuff, huh? Well, if you master something like code, my friend, you could be making like 6 figures a year. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's also part of why I like it so much. Is my guy smiling again? Damn it. Okay. I just wish I could talk to myself as a kid. I just wish I could go to myself as a kid and tell him, dude, stop what you're doing. Like, look, get on YouTube and learn how to code. You don't even have to go to school for that shit. You don't even have to go to school. You don't have to get no 4-year degree. Like, I could have just learned everything off YouTube, which I did. I have a degree, but I regret getting it. Like, you can just learn everything on YouTube and then build a portfolio and then boom. Okay? Employers don't give a shit about a degree. Alright? Let me tell you that right now. Let me tell you the truth so you don't make my mistakes. I misspelled that. That's why. Okay, so I did it again. Okay, almost done here. So yeah, I am overriding the interface's unimplemented method. Okay, so let's copy this. Now I want the dog to also do the same thing, right? So implements eats. Hey, I appreciate that, Joe. You know what? That means a lot, bro. When I make my next game that I'm gonna sell, I am going to give it to you for free. And if you like Elden Ring, then you're gonna like that project, because I basically made an Elden Ring clone. Anyhow, why is my character still smiling? Man. Okay. Whatever. I'm just gonna deal with it. So let's go ahead and implement. Let's implement that method. Okay. And implement it. Yeah, dude. I cloned Elden Ring, but I added a little something to it. I gave the player the ability to fly like Peter Pan. So just think about that. I'll share it in the future. You guys are the first ones to hear about it. I'm releasing my platformer game for free first, so that people will be interested in playing my Elden Ring clone. And for you, Joe, I'm gonna make sure you get a free copy. So, but thanks, man. You don't have to credit me. If you get a job, my friend, you don't have to credit me. Just the fact that you got one is enough for me. You can just tell me you got the job and we'll be good. So, okay. So we got the dog method, or I'm sorry, we got the dog class. Let's do the same thing here, right? Boom. Except we're not a dog, we're not a cat, we're a dog. But I want let's make the dog do something a little bit different. My name is that, and I just ate some food. Some food. Actually, whoops, don't do that. Okay. Some food. Let's do something a little bit different here. And I weigh space plus weight. Okay. Yeah. So I'm concatenating. This is okay. So this is a string. Everything that I just typed out is a sentence, like it's a string. Okay. It's a string. So that's just how you print out text, into whatever application that you're building. Strings are probably going to be your best friend, and it's just text. Okay. These quotation marks here. Okay. This is one string. Okay. Yum, I'm a dog, and my name is. End of string. Okay. Name is the variable from the animal class right here. Name. Okay. Name is inherited from that class. Dog is a child of the animal. Okay. So, and I just ate some food. So, and concatenation means I'm combining a bunch of strings into one. All right, and you can tell because I'm using the plus variable here. So I'm just gonna make this look a lot easier to read. That's probably not even easier to read at all. Damn it. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Put that there. Okay, that's easier to read right there, right? Yeah. Is that what it says? Yeah. Okay. It doesn't have to make sense. It's nonsensical. I'm just showing you a concept here. Okay. So eat food, right? So okay, we got these interface overridden methods in here now. Okay, they override this method right here. Overriding, I'm taking it and I'm implementing something else. Okay, so if I go into the zoo class now, I've got a dog, I've got a cat. Okay, now I'm not gonna go over what a collection is, and I'm talking about the concept of a list here. My friend Joe and anyone else that's listening, yep, you guys in YouTube land also. I'm gonna tell you right now, collections, okay, this is a little secret, something I wish I knew getting started. Collections like lists and arrays and sets, maps, okay, those are called data structures, all right? They're called data structures. Remember that. And if you can learn the concept of data structures and algorithms, okay, data structures and algorithms, there's a bunch of free videos on the internet. If you understand that, coupled with everything that I'm showing you now, you're there. All you have to do is just make a project and prove to your future employer that you're capable of putting this all to use and helping them get rich. Okay? So remember, data structures and algorithms. Once I learned that and I went into my first interview, I was ready. I was ready to answer all their stupid questions. I'm sorry, they're not stupid. And next thing I knew, I'm here. So yeah. Okay. Now, so in order to access the cat object, right? It belongs inside this list here. Now a list it's like a drawer, right? So in order to get to that cat object, which is it's the element number 1, okay? This is element 0 and this is element 1 and this is element 2. Inside of a data structure like a list, it's 0 based, meaning the index starts at 0. So this is index 0, index 1, index 2. And you can tell because here I'm saying 0, 1, 2, and then it calls that method. So 0, 1, and 2. So in order to call those interface methods, then we're gonna say this zoo dot animals dot get. Okay, we're going to call that index, which is let's see, the cat is 1. Then we're gonna say dot eat. Wait a second. Eat food. Oh yeah, I have to save it. Dot eat. What? Sorry, one second here. Okay. You know, I don't want to deal with that error, so let's just let's implement the interface here too. Eats, right? And I'm not going to do anything here. It's just it's implemented, but I'm going to override it. Yeah, no, bro, no, you're good, man. Joe, if you got a project, dude, do your project. Okay, be responsible. The video will be up here, so you can always come back and watch it. But I think after like a couple days, the video goes away. So review it if you want to. But it was good talking to you, my friend. So go off and do some, great stuff. I believe in you. Like, for legit. If you're young, man, like, you can do anything. Like, so get on the right path and do it. Okay? Don't be silly and do the wrong stuff. It's just life is too short. So you do you, man. Go be good. Go do what you gotta do. Okay. So yeah, I have it here in the animal class now, so we're gonna go in here. Okay, so eat food. Tacos. Cool. What? Oh, I gotta save. Yeah, okay. And then we're gonna do the same for the dog. We're gonna go this zoo dot animals. Spell this. Dot animals dot get to. So I learned something. I guess if you're in the parent class, it's gotta have that too. And my character's smiling again for some dumb reason. I really need to change that. I have his facial expressions mapped to the numeric part of my keyboard, so it's annoying. Anyway, so the second, so the third. This is the third object in the array. Oh my God, that's why that's happening. Yep. Okay. Anyhow, no, I don't want I don't want to do the animal. We're going to do the dog. So that's element 0 dot eats food. And we take in a string and we're going to call it pizza. Yeah, pizza. Pizza and tacos for cats and dogs. Yeah. Do not feed your dogs and cats tacos or pizza. I guess pizza's okay. But I don't think cats are going to eat tacos. Don't do it often though. Alright? So that's it. Those are interfaces. So if we run this now, we should see what we need to see. Yeah. Boom. And there you go. That is precisely what we wanted. So, yum, I'm a cat and my name is Beerus and I just ate some tacos. Yep. Yum, I'm a dog and my name is Scooby and I just ate some pizza and I weigh 10 pounds. Okay, so here you can see our special implementation for the cat object. Okay, it's different from what's inside the implementation for the dog object, which is different from the implementation in the animal object. And I didn't even remember that, but since I implemented the interface inside of the whoops, nope, not here. Yeah, no, here. Inside of the animal class, then we don't need to do it inside of the dog and cat class. So you don't have to say this, because we are inheriting all of the methods from the animal class, which inherits a unimplemented method from the eats interface, and we're gonna leave it unimplemented here. So just so you know, it's different. It's different. Okay. So and you know, if I were to go into, you know, if I said this zoo dot animals dot get what is it, element, the third element in this list is element 2 dot eat food, takes in a string, I ate beer. Yeah, because you can eat beer. At least I think you can. Excuse me. Let's save all that, hit run, and you can see here nothing printed out. I mean, we have this method, nothing printed out for the third element in the list, which is a base animal. It's a base animal. The animal class doesn't have anything implemented. What's going on in here? Oh, oops. I forgot how that works. We don't need these import statements now. Don't save that. Just to keep it clean. Yeah. So that method's there, but you don't do anything with it. So even though I called it, nothing printed out because there's no implementation. But we satisfied the food parameter with a string that says beer. So cool. That's oh geez, now my guy is angry. Doesn't make any sense. Well, I mean, it does make sense. Like I said, I mapped his face expressions to my keyboard. He's still angry. Please stop being angry. Okay. Man, pain in the ass. I need to change that. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. What? Okay. That's it. That's how that works. If you were following along. So this video will be up on Twitch for a few days. You know, if you're interested in, you know, picking this up, and I really encourage you to practice these concepts if you want to get started, and that'll help you out. So next time we meet up, I guess I will go ahead and explain. I'll go deeper into the concept of data structures, like lists and arrays and all that, and that's pretty heavy. So I can't even cover it all in the amount of time that I use to make these streams. Okay, so I really encourage you to try and pick that up yourself. And yeah, that's it. That is it. Next time I get on the stream, which will probably be this Friday, we'll do some animation stuff. Gotta get back on the Hyperverse channel and yeah, make more videos because I am losing subs because of inactivity. But I'm busy, so it is what it is. It's okay. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. That was that. And I will see you next time on Twitch and YouTube. I am the Zone Walker, and until then, stay hungry.